Today, I will introduce Samsung library and IP offering today. So before I introduce Samsung IP and library offering, let's take a look at how Samsung provide advanced technology. Second, to provide leading edge process, we are working together with ISDA collaboration and common platform PepSync. And as you know, Samsung has the world best memory, so we can have synergy to leverage technology. For manufacturing, Samsung has a 3 PEP line for high volume manufacturing. Is two of them are in Korea and one is in this city, Austin. But one of them is under construction to expand our capacity at this moment. And we also can provide differentiated turnkey solution, for example, design service and validated IP and library and advanced package or solution, for example, POP and TSP as well. This slide is showing the Samsung design enablement. So we provide PDK technology and DFM and library and IP solution to customer. For PDK, we provide SPICE, DRC, LVS packs, cadence library, and memory B-cell kit, and EST kit, and PNR tag file for custom design. And technology, we also provide design methodology for which is corresponding all Samsung's technology process and SRAM logic, silicon validation, and routing enabling, and 3D solution, including TSP. For DFM, we provide DFM kit to customer, and sometimes customer feels DFM job is big burden. So sometimes we provide DFM service to customer as well. And library and IP, so we can provide foundation IP, including standard cell and GPIO and memory compiler, and all process is kind of ARM CPU Cortex A series and high-speed interface IP and all mixed signal IP. For example, actually we have over than 300 analog engineer in Korea to develop the mixed signal IP. This table is showing our Samsung PDK deliverables and tools. For PDKs, each items, for example, schematic layout, model, and physical verification. So we provide all EDA vendors tool. We can support all EDA vendors tool, and we provide all rule deck. For example, cadence and caliber, something like that, star C, something like that. And this is our Samsung IP support strategies. So we provide ARM library and in all our own in-house IP and third-party IP as well. So actually, when customer working with the Foundry vendor, the customer need to directly license to third-party IP alliance for third-party IP alliance, but in case of Samsung, we directly license with third-party IP vendors. So we provide all third-party IP to customer. So customer doesn't need to contact third-party IP vendor directly. They can get all provide service IP through the Samsung. And this is overall library solution. So we have two different library solutions. So which one is we use the third-party license, especially from ARM, and we call it, this is common platform libraries, including all standard cell and memory compiler and GPIO as well. This is come from ARM and third-party license, but the other one is we developed by ourselves. We call it enhanced library IP. So we developed by ourselves to increase the performance, is including standard cell, memory compiler, and GPIO, and memory interface I/O is for DDR and LPDDR as well, and embedded memory for eFuse and OTP as well. And this table is showing the Samsung's library offering and readiness in 28 nanometer and 14 nanometer as well. It's actually all standard cell and all type of memory compiler, GPIO and eFuse OTP we are ready. So especially in black color is come from ARM. We licensed with third-party IP, but in blue color is Samsung enhanced library we developed by ourselves to increase the performance. This is showing our silicon proven IP, so we can provide our all kind of third-party IP and our own in-house IPs. For example, the process core or ARM CPU Cortex A series or M series or R series, something like that. And system IP for interconnect IP, for example, NIC 400, CCI 400, something like that. And or high-speed interface IP, SATA, PCI, USB, LVDS, MIPI, HDMI as well. And multimedia IP also we can provide. This is for foundation IP, including standard cell, memory compiler, and GPIO, and mixed signal as well. Okay, this is roadmap of our ARM CPU. So most of Cortex A series in 28 nanometer, so we are ready to provide to customer. And Cortex A57 and 53 in 14 LPE, we will be ready in next year. Okay, this is my last slide. So for about the Samsung library and IP solution, is there any question about that?
Any
Yes.
questions? No? Okay. Here's one.
Yes.
Are you limited to your specified third-party vendors, or could a company bring along their own IP, or from perhaps small startup company IP?
So actually, we don't have any specific limitation on that, but it's actually there are two different types. So we already ready for third-party IP, but the other one is not ready. But in this case, we need to discuss to customer to provide this kind of third-party IP. So if it is okay, we license to third-party IP to provide the customer. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It depends on business or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me jump over here. Right there.
Yes.
Do you have a process to qualify the IP for your customer before
Yes,
they go out
actually,
there?
before we provide IP to customer, so we have a process to qualify and silicon proving. So always we provide third-party IP after silicon proven to customer. Yes.
So you show no performance improvement from 28 to 14 in that graph. Can you expand what the benefits are?
Between
Let's say the 2 points in the middle, 28 LPP and the 14.
14 is a general performance, right?
It's shown at the same performance level and functionality. So is that just
It's actually the in this case, it's come to Samsung's booth. So we have very specific material to introduce. Is compare 28 process and 14 LP process. So I can show you the how much we can improve the performance or something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions?